Hi everybody, this is Mrs. Duke with the Treble with Music, and I am coming to you again from my home. We're all stuck at home these days. So this is another video. This one is geared more for anyone who is maybe older than preschool age. So if you're in my co-op class, this is for you. And I really appreciate all the extra viewers that I've seen. So if you know anyone who is stuck at home that might enjoy this video, I would appreciate you sending this on to them. So the first thing that we're going to do, which is what we do in this particular class, is we're going to sing a hello song. And this song has several parts to it. And we've been talking about form. So we have an A part, and then of course we have a B part, and then we go back to A, then we have a C section, and then we come back to the A section for the ending. So it's very simple. At the end of the A section, you get to jump up with a big hooray, and then we go right into the next part. So you have to be ready to continue. So here's the way we do this. In the A section, we all sing, and you get to end with a hooray. And then for the B section, I'm going to just go ahead and tell you that we're going to do a clap. So you're going to clap, 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 clap to this beat, or this rhythm rather. And when we get to the end, it's clap and stop. So there are 7 clap, 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 claps, followed by the clap and stop. Then we go back to the A section. Then when we get to the C section, which comes after that A section, you get to choose. So you can jump, 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 jump. You can pat, 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 snap. If you're a good snapper, you could snap. So you get to choose what activity you want to do, but you're going to do it to that same rhythm that we did the B section with. So if you can think of something to do there, then we go back to the A section, and we actually finish the song with the A section. So we end with the last hooray at the end. So it goes like this. Hello there, I'm feeling good today, and when I feel this way, it makes me want to say, hello there, I'm feeling good today, and when I feel this way, it makes me want to say, hooray! Clap! Clap, 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 clap. Keep going. Clap and stop. Hello there, I'm feeling good today, and when I feel this way, it makes me want to say, hello there, I'm feeling good today, and when I feel this way, it makes me want to say, hooray! You choose. And stop. Hello there, I'm feeling good today, and when I feel this way, it makes me want to say, hello there, I'm feeling good today, and when I feel this way, it makes me want to say, hooray! All right, good job. Now, I have been meaning to show my students something on online actually, so this is a great time for them to go look for it, and you too. It's on YouTube, and it is called Mahna, M-A-H-N-A-H. It is a classic Muppet song, and it is a great illustration of the A section, and then a B section, and then an A section, and a C section, and so on. And that's called a rondo, by the way. I meant to tell you that in the beginning. So a rondo form is where the first part keeps coming back. A lot of songs are patterned that way. They have like a chorus. So a chorus might come first, and then you have a verse, and then another version or another round of the chorus, and then another verse, and back and forth. So Mahna is one of my favorite videos anyway, but it is a great way to show form. So if you are looking to find out a little bit more about the rondo form, check out Mahna on YouTube. All right, so we'll go on to our next activity. So the next thing that we're going to do is something called audiating, and this is something that we did earlier in the school year, and I thought we would revisit it. And so when you audiate something, you actually hear it in your head, and this is something that some of us do and we don't realize it, but children sometimes need to be taught how to do this. So for instance, when I was first teaching this, I might say, I'm going to count to 5, and I'm going to leave a number out, and I want you to tell me what you heard in your head when you didn't hear me say the number. So here goes. 1, 2, 4, 5. So if you heard the number 3 in your head, because that's the number I left out, you were audiating it. You didn't say it, or I didn't say it. You heard it in your head. So that is what audiating is. So my students have learned a poem that we do, and this just helps us remember what audiating is, and it goes like this. It's great. It's great. It's great to audiate. Don't make a sound, instead hear it in your head. I said it's great. It's great. It's great to audiate. Don't make a sound, instead hear it in your head. So eventually we learned that, and then we audiated it, which means we leave all the words out and we hear them in our head, and we do the motions. That helps us kind of keep track of where we are. So here it goes without any words. I said, so as musicians, we have to audiate a lot of times when we are resting, when our part stops, but the rest of the song keeps going. Also when we're doing maybe a song like a round, where you have to wait for something to happen and then your part comes in. So we use audiating a lot. So I have found a poem, and I actually did this poem in my other video with my preschool age children. But for this age, we would actually learn this poem and then we would audiate it. So here is that poem again. And the movements are important because that helps you keep track of where you are in the poem. So as you're learning this with me, make sure you're doing the motions too. Here is a chrysalis on a twig on a tree. Something is stirring, let's wait and see. Something comes out with wings folded tight. Now they are spreading, all ready for flight. It's a beautiful, fluttery butterfly. Away it goes flying. Goodbye, goodbye. So I chose this because actually the other day I was out in the yard and I actually found a chrysalis, which was very exciting. And I don't know how familiar you are with butterflies, but when they first come out of the chrysalis, they pump their wings. That's called pumping. And they're actually, I guess, exercising their wings and getting ready to fly. So when we say they're spreading all ready for flight, we're actually going to kind of like pump our wings like a butterfly. So let's do it one more time. So make sure you're doing the motions. Here is a chrysalis on a twig on a tree. Something is stirring, let's wait and see. Something comes out with wings folded tight. Now they are spreading, all ready for flight. It's a beautiful, fluttery butterfly. Away it goes flying. Goodbye, goodbye. So ideally in class we would do this probably a couple of weeks or so that everyone knew all the words and the motions really well. And then we would take the words out and just do the motions with no words. So when you get really good at saying the words and doing the motions, now you can try it like this with me. I'll get us started. Ready? Here. Did you keep up? If you did, good job. But the beauty of video is if you need to go back and try it again, feel free. So every now and then a song comes along and that I teach my class, and they just love it. They want to sing it every week, and they just can't get enough of it. So I thought I would include that song on this video, and if you haven't ever heard it before, it's just a silly song. I think it's like a folk song. We don't really know where it came from. It's called Down by the Bay. It's an echo song, so that means I would sing first, and then you would echo me. There is a part near the end where you can make up your own part. So that's where I'm going to stick in a very silly line, and then I'll tell you what we're going to do after that. So you be my echo until that one little part, and then the ending we would sing together. So I'm going to do it so when we get to that you'll understand what we're doing. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mother would say, did you ever see a llama wearing pajamas down by the bay? So, did you ever see a llama wearing pajamas? That would be the part that someone would add in, and then everybody would end with, down by the bay. So, now that you know how this goes, get ready for the ending. So when I sing about the llama, then you can finish the song with me. So you're going to echo me up to that point. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mother would say, did you ever see a llama wearing pajamas down by the bay? Okay, now my students love this song because I let them come up with a new part. So instead of, did you ever see a llama wearing pajamas? Let's see, they have thought of, did you ever see a snail open his mail? Did you ever see a cow taking a bow? So it's two words that rhyme. Did you ever see a, and that would be the first word, and then it follows, and then the ending of the next part is the second rhyming word. So I'm going to let you come up with an idea. So you can pause this if you need to think a minute. So you come up with your own. So when we get to that part, you get to put in your line, and then we'll end it together. So you're going to echo me I'm going to be first, and you're going to echo me. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mother would say, down by the bay. Okay, so I hope you came up with something really good. And you know what? If you are watching this on Facebook, you could actually comment and tell me what words you put in there. I would love to hear it because I'm always looking for new words. So this time, this will be our last time through. So this time, I'm going to be your echo. So you get to sing the first part, and I'll be the echo, and I'll even let you do that made-up part too. Okay, so here we go. I'll get you started. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mother would say, down by the bay. Okay, good job. Keep thinking of new lines. You've probably heard that song before. It's probably one of the most famous pieces of music ever of all time. So, my students know a goodbye song that we're about to do, but before we did that, I thought I would tell you the story. This is called the William Tell Overture. It was written by a man named Rossini. There he is. And so the story goes that there was a town once upon a time that was governed over by the evil Baron Gessler. And Baron Gessler would put his hat on a pole and put it in the town square and make everyone in the town come every day and bow to this silly hat on a pole. So one day, William Tell came galloping in on his horse with his son, and they would not bow to the hat on the pole. They said, that's ridiculous. So this got back to Baron Gessler, and so he came to the town square to see who would not bow to the hat. And so he told William Tell, if you will not do what you're directed, then I will have to arrest you. So William Tell said, I'm not going to bow to your hat. That is ridiculous. So, seeing that William Tell happened to have his arrow and his quiver and his bow with him, Baron Gessler said, you know what, I'll make a deal with you. If you can shoot a hole through an apple from far away, then I will forget this whole thing and I'll just let you go free. So, William Tell, unbeknownst to Baron Gessler, was an excellent marksman. That means he was really good with a bow and arrow. So, as it happened, they took his son and put him in front of a tree way across the way, put the apple on his head, so William Tell had to shoot an apple off of his own son's head. So, no problem, he took out 2 arrows. Not 1, but 2. That's important later. Took out 2 arrows, put 1 in the bow, pulled back, and went right through the apple. No problem. So, Baron Gessler said, well, I was wondering why you took out the second arrow. And the story goes a little bit longer, but I'm going to cut it short right here. Long story short, that second arrow went right through the Baron Gessler's heart. And that was the end of him. So, here is our goodbye song. There is a little hand part. I taught this in the first video, so if you saw that, then you're set to go. But if not, here's a quick refresher. It is clap, pat, pat, clap, pat, pat, clap, pat, pat, side, side. So that goes with our goodbye song in certain places. There's one part where we just do, let's see, and here we go again with patting. So you'll just pat your legs on that part. So here's the ending goodbye song. Giddy up, let's go. Giddy up, and so it is time to say farewell until another day. Rossini wrote this famous song. Giddy up, we say, and here we go and do some patting. Rossini wrote this famous song. Giddy up, we say, giddy up, let's go. So, this is another video. I hope you enjoyed it.